As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Spartans will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for him.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Whitted. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The short hand, it's Whitted. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. The quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, no change in the score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down for this offense. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out again.
Wants to fire on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these end routes, but good job by the defense too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying to get behind the defense. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Great place to start for this offense. They run the reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game is a big part of it.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Spartans will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Here's the handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Whitted. At the 35, he's loose. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 45. Turning it on. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Got a man. It's Whitted. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Give to the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Puts it out of the air. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They ran this route so many times together.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. Jukes his way for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell, among many, who's been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pulled back a couple of years ago, such a great season, too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face and they're going to play physical.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Spartans line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. the running back and leave it with him. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the foot.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The give to the tailback. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Crosby. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is in the air. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got an open man. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pocket breaking down. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second. There he goes! Got the first down, looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Might as well give it to him again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Looking to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Heel off one deep down the left side. He's got it. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to punch it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Dead center, perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill.
Breaks into the open. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try the left side. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Finds a spot in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He now has 74 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. The Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They go to the draw. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Back to the ground game on the left. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Whitted. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation.
Touchdown, Ducks! And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Oregon, 28, Michigan State, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Back to pass. A spectacular one-hand grab. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Got his man downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. single back formation, and they give it to him. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fakes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The give as they work on that clock.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The give on the option. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. One more play to pad the stats. These quarters going to give them some space. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.